Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. Debut in Knockouts Champion. On May 24, 2009, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling confirmed that Varon had signed a contract with the company. She debuted on the May 28, 2009 episode of TNA Impact under the ring name Tara, later revealed to be short for Tarantula. She made her intentions known by attacking the beautiful people after Love's match with Sojournor Bolt, establishing herself as a fan favorite. On the June 11th episode of Impact, Tara won her debut match against Madison Rayne. On the July 1st episode of Impact, Tara began bringing her pet tarantula, named Poison, with her to the ring. After winning a tag team match against the beautiful people, she put the spider on the unconscious body of Velvet Sky. On the July 9th episode of Impact, after Tara threatened to put her spider on Sky once again, Angelina Love agreed to put her TNA Knockouts Championship on the line, which Tara ultimately won, only to lose the title back to Love 2 weeks later at Victory Road. On the September 24th episode of Impact, Tara teamed with the new Knockouts champion ODB to challenge Sarita and Taylor Wilder for the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championship, but they lost after Awesome Kong interrupted and distracted her during the bout. During the following 2 weeks of Impact, Tara and Kong both received one-on-one Knockouts Championship matches from ODB, but both of them ended up losing after the other interfered in the match. At Bound for Glory, ODB defeated both Tara and Kong in a three-way match to retain the title. During the match, Tara was confronted by mixed martial artist Kim Couture to set up an MMA fight between the two, which, however, never came to fruition. At Turning Point, Tara defeated Kong in a 6 sides of steel match. On November 26, Tara won a 10-woman battle royal to earn a shot at the Knockouts Championship at Final Resolution. At the event, she defeated ODB to win the Knockouts Championship for the second time. On the January 4, 2010 episode of Impact, Tara lost the title back to ODB. 2 weeks later at Genesis, Tara defeated ODB in a 2 out of 3 falls match to regain the title, making her a 3-time champion. On the February 18, 2010 episode of Impact, Tara defeated Daphne by disqualification after she hit Tara with a toolbox. At Destination X, Tara successfully defended her title against Daphne, who stole Poison the tarantula from her after the match. On the March 29th episode of Impact, Tara retained her title against Daphne for a second time, this time in the first ever women's First Blood match in TNA. On the April 5th episode of Impact, Tara was one of the 4 winners in an 8-knockout lockbox match. The box she opened contained her pet tarantula, Poison. At the same time, however, Tara lost the Knockouts Championship to Angelina Love and began turning villainous due to her friction with Love heading into their match against the beautiful people. At Lockdown, the villainous Tara attacked Love after losing a tag team steel cage match against Rayne and Sky, cementing Tara's heel turn. Alliance with Madison Rayne. On April 28, 2010, Varon announced on her MySpace blog that she would be leaving TNA the following month, after refusing to re-sign with the company, due to not receiving a pay increase. On the May 3rd episode of Impact, Tara challenged Madison Rayne to a match at Sacrifice, where she would put her career on the line against Rayne's Knockouts Championship. At Sacrifice on May 16th, Tara failed to win the match, and as a result her TNA career came to an end. After her TNA career came to a halt, she continued to discuss a new contract with Dixie Carter. She returned to the company on July 11th at Victory Road as a villainess, disguising herself by wearing a motorcycle helmet and attacking Angelina Love during her match for the Knockouts Championship. In the following weeks, she aligned herself with Madison Rayne against Love and Velvet Sky. Tara was ultimately unmasked on the September 2nd episode of Impact, when she and Rayne defeated Love and Sky in a tag team match, after hitting Sky with the motorcycle helmet. On the September 30th episode of Impact, Rayne signed a waiver to allow Tara to return to in-ring competition. At Bound for Glory, Tara defeated Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, and Madison Rayne in a 4 corners match to win the Knockout Championship for the 4th time, much to the dismay of Rayne, who thought Tara's intention was to help her regain the title. On the following episode of Impact, Tara laid down for Rayne and allowed her to pin her to regain the Knockouts Championship, giving Tara the shortest reign in the title's history. The following week, Tara attacked Mickie James after her victory over Sarita. At Turning Point, Tara wrestled James to a double disqualification after James pushed the referee, and they began brawling. On the December 2nd Impact, Tara attacked James while she was singing her single Hardcore Country, which later led to James attacking her. At Final Resolution, Tara defeated James in a Falls Count Anywhere match, following interference from Madison Rayne. On the following episode of Impact, James defeated Tara in a steel cage match. During the match, Tara legitimately tore a ligament in her elbow, but the injury did not require surgery. On the December 16th episode of Impact, Tara and Rayne defeated James and Ms. Tessmacher to advance the finals of a tournament for the vacant TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championship. The following week, they were defeated in the finals by Angelina Love and Winter. In 2011, Madison Rayne would start a rivalry with Mickie James over the Knockouts Championship and would successfully defend the title against her at Genesis and Against All Odds, after Tara interfered in both matches. During the feud, Tara began claiming that Rayne had gone too far in her brutality towards Mickie James, but was forced to follow her orders due to being under exclusive contract with her, and not TNA, after Rayne lost the Knockouts Championship to James at Lockdown. James agreed to give her a rematch on the condition that if she is unable to regain the title, Tara would be released from her contract with Rayne. On May 15th at Sacrifice, Tara became a fan favorite after knocking out Rayne during her match with James, costing her the Knockouts Championship and guaranteeing herself a release from her contract with Rayne. TNT and relationship with Jessie. Tara and Madison Rayne had their first match against each other since the break-up of their partnership on the May 19th episode of Impact Wrestling, where Tara teamed with Mickie James and Ms. Tessmacher against Rayne, Sarita and Reseda. Tara won the match for her team by pinning Reseda after Rayne, who avoided her former partner throughout the match, sacrificed her in order to get away from the ring. Tara and Rayne faced each other again on the July 14th episode of Impact Wrestling, where Tara was victorious after distracting Rayne with her Tarantula. On the July 21st episode of Impact Wrestling, Tara and Ms. Tessmacher, later named TNT, defeated Mexican America to win the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championship. Tessmacher and Tara made their first title defense on August 7th at Hardcore Justice, defeating Mexican America in a rematch. On the September 29th episode of Impact Wrestling, Tara was defeated by her former partner Madison Rayne in a match to determine the third and final challenger for the TNA Knockouts Championship at Bound for Glory. On the November 3rd episode of Impact Wrestling, Tara and Tessmacher lost the Knockouts Tag Team Championship to Gail Kim and Madison Rayne. On the January 26, 2012 episode of Impact Wrestling, Tara defeated Mickie James and Velvet Sky in a three-way match to earn a match for the Knockouts Championship. On February 12th at Against All Odds, Tara was unsuccessful in her title challenge against Gail Kim. On the August 23rd episode of Impact Wrestling, Tara defeated the new Knockouts champion and TNT partner Ms. Tessmacher in a non-title match, and was subsequently named #1 contender for her title. On September 9th at the No Surrender, Tara challenged Tessmacher for the Knockouts Championship, but failed to capture the title. On the following episode of Impact Wrestling, Tara congratulated Tessmacher on her victory, only to attack Tessmacher shortly afterwards, turning Tara into a villainess and effectively disbanding TNT. On the September 27th episode of Impact Wrestling, Tara defeated ODB in a #1 contenders match to earn another shot at Ms. Tessmacher's Knockouts Championship. On October 14th at Bound for Glory, Tara defeated Tessmacher to win the TNA Knockouts Championship for a record-tying 5th time. Afterwards, Tara introduced her Hollywood boyfriend, the debuting Jessie. Tara made her first successful title defense on the October 25th episode of Impact Wrestling, defeating Tessmacher in a rematch following interference from Jessie. On November 11th at Turning Point, Tara and Jessie were defeated by ODB and Eric Young. On December 9th at Final Resolution, Tara successfully defended her Knockouts Championship against Mickie James after a distraction from Jessie. On the December 20th episode of Impact Wrestling, Tara defeated James again to retain her title. Tara went on to have another successful title defense on the January 25, 2013 episode of Impact Wrestling, defeating Velvet Sky. On the February 21st episode of Impact Wrestling taped in London, England, Tara lost the championship to Sky in a fatal 4-way elimination match, also involving Gail Kim and Ms. Tessmacher, ending her reign at 104 days. Tara received her rematch on the February 28th episode of Impact Wrestling, but was again defeated by Sky. The following months, Tara would make increasingly fewer appearances, and would be rarely used competing in matches. On the July 14th episode of TNA Explosion, Tara would wrestle her final match in TNA, losing to ODB. 2 days later, on July 16th, Tara was released from her TNA contract. Varon later stated in an interview that she was close to leaving TNA prior to her release, and that she would never return to TNA. She also stated that her tenure in TNA was great, but different from WWE, and made her appreciate WWE. Return to Impact Wrestling. On January 13, 2023, Varon appeared as Tara in Impact Wrestling at Hard to Kill 2023 to support Mickie James in her title versus career match against Jordynne Grace, appearing in a backstage segment and in ring to celebrate with James upon her victory. It was reported that on January 14th, Tara returned during Impact television tapings, teaming up with Giselle Shaw to challenge the Death Dolls for the Impact Knockouts World Tag Team Championship in a losing effort.